Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 102 of WCW. I, of course, am Swarls, here to book some WCW. We just had a Clash of the Champions, which was really not WCW. It was really more of a CMLL show. Although, looking at the card, a lot of singles matches, a lot of title matches. Listen, I don't know how to book a lucha company. We're doing our best. But that show got 100. I didn't think the show was going to get 100, but it got 100. So there's that. We are now building to our big Tokyo Dome show. That is our next big event when worlds collide in 11 days, which we might make it to, but I don't think we're going to book tonight. As a reminder, the card for that show is, of course, Austin Inoki, career on the line, WCW title match, Sting defending the Triple Crown against Sabu, Holy Demon Army versus Hansen and Masawa for tag titles, Owen versus Regal, Vader versus Pillman, Cruiserweight title, Ultimo takes on Chris Jericho, Women's title, Cynthia Moreno versus Sasha Kong, Kenta Kobashi versus Rick Rude, and a big dumb 10-man tag. But one thing I did want to talk to you guys about is the Champions Carnival, because I think we're going to do it. The Champions Carnival, if you don't know, it's like the G1, but All Japan's version. It's a big, league-style tournament. So we need to get Events TV here. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Let's get into, the calendar. Our next, pay-per-view... Well, we have When Worlds Collide. And then after that, we have Halloween Havoc, right? So between Halloween Havoc and Starrcade, I think there's 7 weeks, which would be perfect for 8-man blocks, right? Because an 8-man block, you would have... right? I'm doing the math right on that, right? Because there would be... across you would have 7 matches, right? And if we do 4 matches per show, I believe we could get that done in 7 weeks. Now the problem is, let me double check that, because we have Halloween Havoc, then we have 1 Nitro, 2 Nitro, 3 Nitro, 4 Nitro, 5 Nitro, 6 Nitro, 7 Nitro, and then Starrcade. Yes, okay. So I believe, if my math is correct, we could, in fact, do 8-man blocks. The problem is twofold. One, I wanted to do, a totally convoluted, 2 guys from each block advance, and then there's a mini 6-man tournament, which would be really hard to do. Well, I mean, even with 2 nights of Starrcade, that would be very hard. Are Starrcade night 1 and night 2 on the same fucking day? We should fix that. I can't do that from the screen, whatever. That would be hard to do a mini 6-man tournament on one night and then the second night. So if we're going to do 3 blocks, which would be a block for each brand, I think we have to do a fucking triple threat final, which sucks. But we could do it. Also, but my bigger problem I'm having is if I'm doing the Champions Carnival from October to December, what the fuck do we do at Fall Brawl? What the hell is that pay-per-view? If it's in the middle of me running this gigantic tournament, I don't really know what to do with Fall Brawl. I know typically we do a War Games, but I'm gonna have 24 wrestlers in a giant tournament. So I don't know. Oh, yes, we will be booking the tournament in game, absolutely. But that is the plan. I would like to do... So the plan is big 8-man blocks, an elimination triple threat on, night 1 of Starrcade, and then the winner goes to night 2 of Starrcade to wrestle the champion. Fall Brawl could just be tournament. I mean, who would buy that on... that's a... I mean, we could do that in the sense of, those will all be good matches, and the game will give us good numbers. But I think that would be a tough sell in real life, of hey, we're doing tournament matches for the next, 7 weeks on television, but also tune in on pay-per-view where there's more tournament matches. It's not like the finals or anything, it's just more, yeah, that's tough. There's a way to do War Games of Leftover People. Brand Warfare, oh boy. It is. We have made it this far into into a brand split without doing the brand supremacy. That is surprising. I don't know. I'll think about it. That is the tentative plan is I do want to do a champions. And I definitely want to do all 3 brands. It seems fucked up to leave out Super Viernes. And also Super Viernes probably needs it the most. Because there's a lot of, like, it would give some structure to that show. That's usually a kind of a show where I'm just kind of like, I don't know, stuff's happening. So we'll see. But that is the plan. Also, and if anyone on YouTube is, like, watching this and going, like, no, Smarly, you can't do 8-man blocks in the... Please let me know. Well, don't let me fucking book that, and that's wrong. I think that's right. But I did... All I did was look at that calendar and then go, yeah, that seems right. I didn't do any, like, actual math. Oh, no, Paraguayo has... What's wrong with Paraguayo? Why are you so mad? Oh, he wants to be the chief enforcer, and he's always mad about it. And then I had him lose it. Okay. Money's fake, so I'm just gonna give him money. Here's $25,000, Pero. Who are you putting in the blocks? Don't know yet. That is, I mean, Scott Steiner, because he's winning. But other than that, we got until after. We have until the week after Halloween Havoc to figure that out, and it's August 2nd, so we got time. He's still angry. Okay, he's, like, mad. Okay, alright, okay, alright. Hey, do you have, like, a... That's all your relationships? Your only relationships in all of wrestling is that you don't like Lance Storm. You don't have any friends? Fuck, man, okay. Can we no-pack the blocks now? No, it's too early because, you know, things could change in a month or two. I was really depending on there being... Alright, let's just give him like $100 grand, man. He's still... Okay. Chat, what do we do about Pero? Cut him? No. I mean, if nothing else, we should job him before we cut him. He's incredibly over, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect him to be that mad. What was it? Oh, I was going to make sure the Starcades aren't happening on the same night. They are, in fact, both on the same night. That is weird. Oh, actually, night 1 is the one I should be changing. Let me make sure that has the thing. Let me actually go back to that. Make sure it has the thing where it's like, this is part of a thing. Schedule, positioning. Yeah, multi-day event Starcade. Okay. Part of the Starcade. Okay, yeah. They're both... Okay. I could have just saw that there. Give him time off? That's not a bad idea. Although he is, like, our biggest star of the brand. So that's not great. Alright, listen, you guys want to do blocks? We can do fucking blocks. Alright, this is going, like, way down here, though. CC blocks. Tentative. So we got the Nitro block. We got the Saturday block. And we got the Super Viernes block. Alright, let's start with Nitro. Okay, so we need 8 guys here. Steve will still be the champion. I mean, let's start with like the obvious ones. Sting and Vader in this thing, right? You can't not have Sting. You can't not have Vader. Sting, Vader. Let's see. See, now this is the thing where it's like, because we're doing this so far out, I have Holy Demon Army wrestling Stan and Misawa for the tag titles. I don't know if those guys are winning. Like, in theory, Holy Demon Army should retain, but I don't think they can beat those guys. I don't think they can beat those guys at all. Yeah, so Stan and Misawa might strong-arm their way into winning those belts. Let's put it like this. Stan, Hansen, or Toshiaki Kawada. And then we'll put in Misawa or Taue, depending on who the champions are. That only leaves us 4 more spots. 8-person block sounds like a lot, and then you really get into it, and it's like, damn, you know? Kobashi got to be in it. That leaves us with 3 more. Bam Bam. I don't know that I want Bam Bam in it, only because he's got really bad stamina. Although having some short matches mixed in won't be a bad thing. Pillman would probably be a good ad for this. Yeah, Jumbo needs to be in it. Yeah. Jumbo Gordy Pillman? That's not a bad last 3. We are leaving Rick Rude out in that case, and like Dustin and Ron. Alright, let's do this. Because Stan and Misawa are probably winning those tag titles. So let's take them out, and let's also take out Kawada and Taue. Because if Kawada and Taue, like if Stan and Misawa win those tag titles, I don't see any reason to put Taue or Kawada in. Although I would like to kind of put one guy in that's like not the top guy. Take out. Oh, that's true. Sting is the Triple Crown champion. That's a good point. All right, let's take out Sting. So we got Vader. We got Kobashi. Let's maybe try to get just Kawada in. And then let's put in Gordy. Let's put in Rick Rude. Let's put in Brian Pillman. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, Jerry Lynn is not, he's not getting in this. Oh, Sabu should be in. There's so many people. So, actually, I'm not going to put Sabu in this because Sabu hates doing fucking jobs. And he's not going to win a lot. I'm actually going to keep Sabu out of this. Owen or Regal should probably be in it. If not both of them. And then I still didn't put in fucking Jumbo, did I? No, I still didn't put in Jumbo. Jumno. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's alright. Whichever of Owen or Regal, we're gonna give them the final spot. That is a tentative plan. Yes, we came to the same thing at the same time. Alright, that's our Nitro block. Saturday. Whew. A lot more people in this brand. This could be a fucking crazy. Also, more people with singles titles on this brand, I think, right? We got Dr. Death as the U.S. title. TV champion is Lavecca. We got Sid here, Tatanka here. Though I don't think we want Sid in this. I think similar to like when we started the other one with Vader, like Ric Flair's got to be in this. Steamboat got to be in this. Arn's got to be in this. Scott Steiner is gonna win, so he's got to be in this. That's already half. That's already half the block. That was easy. And now putting the other 4 in is where it gets tricky. Eddie should be in it. Eddie should for sure be in it. Guerrero, that is. Tenryu should probably be in it. Although we could probably do some, like, tension about Ric Flair being like, I'm the horseman in the tournament, and then, like, not winning it. I would love to put Shamrock or Takada in, but we would be very in danger of either one of them leaving for an MMA fight. Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig should absolutely be in it, although I'm kind of wondering if Kurt Hennig might be, like, challenging for a title or something, because I do have that storyline right now where he's supposed to be going for the title. Well, he could do that at Havoc, I guess. And then lose, and then be in this. That's fine. Yeah, let's put Kurt in. I think Tatanka should be in this. Which is the thing I always thought when we did this. We could put Dean Malenko in this. This would be a great way to get Dean Malenko over. Just have him go out there and have a bunch of sick fucking matches. He's not over at all right now, which scares me a little bit. But damn, we could just, like, hey man, hey Dean Malenko, get out there. You're wrestling Ric Flair, Steamboat, Arn, Steiner. Like, that would be crazy. Yeah. Yeah. He would be really good, but yeah. Should we put Onita? Is it crazy to put Onita in? He's got 50 pop. It's not that crazy. Cactus and Vampiro are probably going to be the tag champs. I mean, someone from Catch Club, the Catch Club thing has to be in this, and if we don't trust Shamrock or Takada to stay, and it was too early for Dean, it's got to be Dan Severn. It's got to be Dangerous Dan. We got to put him in there. And we have one more spot. Oh, we didn't put Eddie in. Honestly, that's a sick block. Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Arn Anderson, Scott Steiner, Kurt Hennig, Tatanka, Dan Severn, and Eddie Guerrero. That's wild. Alright, and then we got our Super Viernes block, which I haven't thought about even a little bit. Let's see what's going on over there. This is one where we probably should just go by pop, because I think if we do like everyone that's over, that might be 8 people. Perception, major. I don't think we have any major stars. No. Perception, star. Connect. So Connect has the CMLL World Heavyweight title. Randy's got to be in it. Randy's got to be in it for sure. Open, please. Thank you. And then who do we have for well-knowns? Not a lot. El Dandy, but he's got a belt. Negro Casas, Pero. I don't know if Pero's going to be here. But if he's here, he should be in it. But I don't know if he's going to be here. So that's a big maybe. But for now, Negro Casas and Pero are in it. And then who we got unrecognizable? Okay, we have some people. Too Cold is a trios champ. Love Machine is a trios champ. Atlantis is a tag champ. Blue Panther. Blue Panther should definitely be in it. Blue Panther, absolutely. Get him in there. Candido is recognizable. Let's go. Thank you, Roddy Piper. El Genio, but I don't listen. I don't. Coco. I don't think we need Coco. Let's get fucking Candido in this thing. Hell yeah, dude. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we can put one unimportant guy in it. Oh, well, maybe we could do two and push it later and hope one of them gets over. But as long as, like, if there's one unrecognizable guy in, we'll never get penalized for having two unrecognizable guys go against each other. So let's go through our big list of unimportant people and pick our one that we want. There's going to be a lot. Oh, Wagner. Wagner needs to be in this. I'm shocked that Wagner... Okay. Wagner is very close. So I'm going to put... He's not the one we're picking, because by the time this happens, he will be recognizable. So we're going to put Wagner in this, and then we're going to pick a second unimportant guy. I would love to put Hamada in this, but I just don't... Nah, he's close too. He's close too. He's got 42 pop in America. Hayabusa has a belt, so he doesn't need to be in this, especially because he wouldn't be winning the block, I don't think. So I don't think there's really any reason to put him in here and have him just lose a bunch. Skyda would probably... He's very good. And pop-wise, he's not that far off pop-wise either. Honestly, I wouldn't hate the last two people being Skyda and, like, Grand Hamada. I wouldn't hate that. Neither one of them... That is three unimportant people in it, but two of them are real close. So I think if we just, like... make a note to push them before, it'll be fine. So that's... I'm going Skyda and Grand Hamada. That's wild. So looking at this, Steiner is winning Saturday. We need at least one heel to make it. So we could do... I mean, we could do Savage, but I also think this would be a cool way to, like, sneak one of these other guys into a big match. Like, oh shit, Dr. Wagner's on StarKid, you know? But I don't know. We don't really need to worry about who the finalists are. I'm just trying to get, like, a 10. I would like Kobashi to win the Nitro block. So that would be a face. That would be a face. So a heel would have to win from Super Viernes, which is fine. We got heels. Savage could... I mean, Savage is the one that would make the most sense. That would be a good triple threat match. So these are our tentative blocks for the Champions Carnival. Alright. So, what are we doing? Alright, let's, right, we got a Saturday night to book. Alright, no nights off. I think it's been a while since we've been to the Southeast, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been, well, not that long enough. Let's go to the Southeast. And last time we went to Arkansas. Let's go to not Arkansas then. You missed the brackets for the Champions Carnival, which doesn't start until after Halloween Havoc, but everyone really wanted to do them right now, so that's what we did. Let's go... Geez, 20. Alright. Alright, Memphis Pyramid. Sure. Let's see here. Let's just go down the line. Alright, a big gamble. I don't need a big gamble for Terry Funk. A safe bet for Terry. Why are all of our ideas for Terry Funk? A likely storyline idea. Okay. Ooh, a near certainty character idea. That could be good. We got 57. Give me a finish. Safe bet. All right. That was an okay meeting. That was fine. Oh, Daryl, our power plant guy that I think we let leave. Nah, man. B. Brian Blair. Oh, bringing us back to the early days of this mod. Back in '92. It was our jobber to the stars. Yeah, man, you did good business. You can come in. Eddie Golden. You're not, no relationships. I'm gonna say no on Eddie Golden. Yeah, there's probably not WWE or TNA out there, as I know. Every year I always forget until a couple days before Thanksgiving that, like, oh right, all right, Thanksgiving's on Thursday. Yeah. No, I'm hoping we can do Friday or Saturday, but I have to talk to Nick about it. Anyway, Cactus Jack, Rib, Dory Funk, Vicky. I love that I have all these guys here from New Japan on these one appearance contracts so they can wrestle the Tokyo Dome show, and they're just showing up every week, getting into mischief. They don't need to do that. Right? It's crazy that Steve Austin is still getting training. That's wild. Rick Steiner's got an angle idea, great. Sherry's got a gimmick idea, great. Ken Shamrock has a creative finish. Everybody's got ideas this week, man. All right. No, we're gonna skip on this. All right. What did we do last week? Eddie beat Dave Finlay in a match. Funk and Ernita want tag gold. Cactus Jack. Open challenge answered by Tatanka. Tatanka beat Cactus Jack. All right, so Cactus has to turn evil or whatever. Rick is back, but something isn't right. Sure. Yeah, because we didn't have enough things to turn him yet. Flair can't enter building. Horseman leave. Okay. All right. So the mysterious man, and we were like, who could it be? When it was obvious. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start the show. Darn Anderson, and he's mad. He's so mad, and he's gonna come out and be like, you know, Genichiro Tenryu, you get your big ass out here right now. You cost me that world title. You know, just ranting and raving, and then Tenryu's basically gonna come out and be like, what? That could have been anybody. What? What are you blaming me? I left the building with Flair. We have tape of it. I was gone. It couldn't have been me. And then this is not going to be a satisfactory answer for Arn, and they're going to get into a fight. This is going to be a good, 10-minute segment. Calls out Tenryu. Tenryu denies interfering. Brawl breaks out. Oh, at some point we're going to have to be like, we've discovered security camera footage showing Tenryu changing into the attacker's outfit and breaking into the building. Oh, I can't wait. Now we're booking. All right. All right, let's do... Going to do a backstage angle where, you know, Cactus Jack is about to be interviewed. Who's our just stand there and do nothing interview person now that Eric's gone? Do we have one? Is it Mike Graham? Mike Graham, are you the hold the microphone person? Who does commentary on this show? That's a great question. I forget what the teams are. Oh, can I not check that from here? Alright, well, whatever. We'll go back. You know how I can check out? We can go back to Angle. And then we can do staff. And we'll see that it's Jim Ross, Heenan, and Don Callis. Alright, Tony Schiavone, you're backstage. Holding a microphone for Cactus Jack. And Tony Schiavone's going to be like, you know, Cactus Jack, you know, recently we've seen you know, you lost your title to Dr. Death. And, you know, things haven't really been going for you since then. What's going on with Cactus Jack? And he's going to be like, oh, well, Tony, I don't really know what's going on with Cactus Jack. I've always had that killer instinct, but recently I don't know. It's like it's gone. And then Vampiro is going to show up. And Kevin, you know, like, no, only Vampiro. Crazy that Vampiro is the only one I trust. And he's basically going to show up and be like, something is missing. And I could bring back what's missing. All you have to do is pledge your allegiance to me and my coven. Similarly, we are going to do a video. God, what can we do with... All we know about Rick is that he's acting... that we know the Coven did something to him, and now he's acting strange. That's... Let's do, like, Scott Steiner goes to Rick's home. And he's, like, trying to get into the home. And... Oh, this has to be fucking, like, dramatic acting. This sucks. He's trying to get into Rick's home. But, like, Rick won't come out. And then Rick's wife, we're going to hire, like, a woman to... Or maybe his real wife can do it. I assume he's married at this 1995. Who knows? Rick's wife is going to come out and basically be like, Scott, thank God you're here. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Rick. He's just... He doesn't talk. He doesn't say anything. He just, like, sits in a chair and stares out into space all day. I tried to get him to go to the doctor. He won't go. It's like he doesn't have a soul anymore. And then Scott's gonna go, what? I don't know what's gotten into me this week. But this is what we're booking. Let's script this. Okay, great. Let's book some wrestling. How about that? Kurt is going for the title, but we really shouldn't set that up until after Havoc. Or, excuse me, after the Tokyo Dome. So he could just win a match in the meantime, I suppose. He could just simply defeat somebody. He could simply go toe-to-toe with, like, Steve Armstrong. What a match. You ever squashed Steve Armstrong? No. Cool. What else we have? Ric Flair. Oh, Ric Flair is gonna wrestle Eddie. We gotta jumpstart that somehow. We also eventually at some point have to jumpstart Tatanka and Avalanche. And oh, Steve Williams and Sid. Sid hasn't debuted yet, right? I don't think Sid has showed up on the show. So that seems like a thing we could do this week. No, we have. Well, this isn't showing segments, but all right. Dr. Death is also going to squash someone. We do spooky stuff and we do squashes. That's what we do here on this brand. We do Dr. Death versus Al Perez. They get 6. Dr. Death wins. And then afterwards, Sid shows up, debuts, and it lays out Dr. Death. Four minutes. Surprise. Sid debuts and lays out Dr. Death. Okay, let me check these storylines, make sure everything's good here. TV title, US. Oh no, it is. I have done nothing for that. All right, great. Avalanche Tatanka. Yep. Is Eddie and Rick here? No. Great. Okay, let's book a main event. We've booked all this like undercard stuff. I haven't booked like anything that matters. We've got Avalanche, Ric Flair, Rick Steamboat, Steve Austin, Eddie, Terry Funk are our stars. And most of them are heels, except for Steamboat and Guerrero and Funk. Steamboat and Guerrero against Rick and a Horseman. I don't hate that. Rick and Rick against Steamboat and Eddie. It's not going to have any heat, but it is the first match of the storyline, so maybe we could get something going there. I just realized there are so many people named Rick in this match. We got Rick Steamboat, Rick Flair, Rick Martel. That's too many. $16. And let's have Flair get a tainted on Eddie. That'll be the start of this storyline. Let's make this an open match. What's going on with the TV title? Okay, John Paul Levesque beat Ken by DQ, and then Ken snapped. Okay. We're gonna... You've never heard this before. We're gonna do an angle. John Paul Levesque is showing up on crutches. And John Paul Levesque is coming out and basically going... Oh, my ankle. Oh, I'd love to defend my TV title in a rematch against Ken Shamrock, but oh, I just can't do it. My ankle hurts too much. Oh. And then Ken's going to come out, do the old, like, kicking the crutch out from JPL and he doesn't fall down gimmick. And then JPL's going to, like, beg off, and then Severin will come in and attack Ken from behind. A lot going on there. Let's do John Paul character development. Ken Shamrock. This should really be in parts, but I don't feel like doing it in parts. So we'll just do Ken Shamrock, victim. Dan Severn, attacker. You know what? And let's send Takada out to make the save. Get everyone involved. All we really know about Avalanche is that our boy is depressed. I would not mind giving him a match to just win. Although we're kind of telling this. Okay. Yeah, let's go with a match. Let's go with a match. I've changed my mind. Actually, no. Let's put him out there with like Jun Akiyama. Here's what we'll do. We'll give these guys the storytelling match, and Avalanche will win. But it's gonna be like an open 12-minute match, and the story we're telling is like Avalanche would normally beat this guy, but he's maybe not ahead 100% of the game, and Akiyama almost beats him. When is the last time I booked Battle Cat? That's a good question. It's been a minute. Chat, you know what we need to do? We need to get someone in the kitchen. Tatanka, can you cut a promo? Let's find out. Tatanka in the ring. Let's send Shivani there to hold a microphone. Basically, you know, Tatanka, last week we saw you debut and defeat Cactus. What are you doing here in WCW? And then he'll cut his, this is where the big boys play. I'm here to prove that I'm the best wrestler. Whatever. Do his war cry. Slap some hands. Get out of here. Tatanka says WCW is where the big boys play. Look at the adjective. Actually, you know what? Let's not put Tony Schiavone there just because I want a pure cook test. I just want Tatanka, 6 minutes. Let's see what happens. And we only technically have like 3 minutes left, but we could go up to 95. So I would like to do, because Onita and Funk. Was Onita recognizable? I don't think he was. Oh, he is. Fuck yeah. Chat, get ready for Atsushi Onita versus Mortis. What a match. Can you brawl Chris Canyon? No, not really. Onita, obviously, yes. I trust Onita. We're gonna have an 8-minute wild brawl. I can't imagine I put him in the tag title thing. I didn't. I'm just gonna have it advance the storyline. Would Battle Cat be used more on Super Viernes? I maybe only because he's recognizable and we could sneak him into matches, but I can't imagine I'd push him. There are so many better wrestlers. Also better, we have better cat themed masked wrestlers. I have Felino. Onita's gonna win. And we're gonna advance the storyline. We're just gonna fucking cheat and advance storyline Saturday tag titles, and we're just gonna do it like that. Yes, Onita is recognizable. We checked. All right. What are we... All right, Arn is opening the show. Arn's mad. Arn's like storming out as soon as the show starts. That makes sense. And then a wild brawl, and then Tatanka, Dr. Perez, Sid debuts. You know what? Let's put this like down here. Sid debut. That's a hot thing. Let's get that up here. Steve Armstrong. Does Rick Steiner have a soul? Vampiro wants to fix Cactus. Both those things are really fucking high. Let's put... Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord. We're gonna put the Tatanka Cook test up here? Don't love that. Vampiro wants to fix Cactus. That's going way down here, too. Yeah, let's put these back to back, sure. That is 8 minutes of content. I don't know. This feels like one of our weaker shows, but I had a fun time booking it. And at the end of the day, isn't that what really matters? I'll guess like a 91, which is still really good. Yeah, we got 96 for this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Arn vs. Tenryu is going to be an awesome match. We got the old 70. Dr. Death got a 92. Wow. Dr. Death has not been giving us 92s, although he's probably really good at squash matches. That's probably what that was about. Yeah, well executed squash. Yeah, that checks out. He do be good at that. And then Sid showed up and got us. This also got a 70. Sid's great at his psychopath gimmick. Hoped this would do better, but yeah, we got to heat Sid up. Sid has been in Japan since like 1992. So, and this is the era of like when a guy goes to Japan, he just kind of fucking disappears. So Sid's kind of been off the radar for a while. We gotta heat him back up to our American audience. Although the people watching on Nippon TV or whatever are like, Sid-san. 63 for Onita and Mortis. You know, that's fine. A 72 for this. Okay, we'll take it. This is only 4 minutes, so a 72 is almost the max rating, I think. That's fine, actually. 69. We knew this would be bad. we knew. I had the Steiner's act. Also, a random woman. There should be a third block here for unnamed woman. I guess if I really wanted to like role play this, I would have brought in a local talent or someone from Dev. Although Dev would be bad because eventually I would debut that person and someone would be like, wait a second, isn't that Rick Steiner's wife? Yeah, no, don't turn him face or to heel. Don't turn him heel. A 73 for Avalanche and Jun Akiyama having a match. Going through the motions. Although, really, that was the story of this match. Avalanche going through the motions. Barely surviving. Is Magnum pretending to be his wife? I don't think so, no. I don't think so. Ooh, this got an 8. This did a lot better than I thought it would do. That's interesting. I was about to say, oh, it's our boy John Paul. No, he was the bad one. It was everyone else that did a good job. These guys are having a 4-way at Halloween Havoc, by the way, or I don't know what we're even going to call it, because I think we might be inventing 4-ways. You've heard of the triangle match. Now, the rectangle match. 70 for Kurt and Armstrong. Gotta say, wrestling on the show, not great. A lot of squashes, a lot of like mid-card matches that are just kind of happening. But this brand is like 5 weeks out Or not even. This brand is like 9 weeks out for a pay-per-view, so that's fine. 91 Tatanka promo! He can cook! This man is a master chef! Chat, that's wild. Y'all ever seen Tatanka cut a good promo? I fucking haven't. Holy shit. Tatanka for world champ. Oh, an 80 for the main event. That's ooh. We got I assume we got hit with the no heat bonus. Lack of associated storyline. So if you start a storyline in a match, that storyline doesn't count because it hasn't started yet. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's fine. I disagree with that ruling, but I guess I kind of get why you would do it, because it would be very easy to, like, cheese that. But there are a lot of things that are easy to cheese in this game, and he allows us to do it, so I don't know. 87. Got killed by that main event. That main event should have gotten, like, an 87 or 88. So, like, that probably would have brought us to, like, the 91, I guess. But an 87 is fine. I just thought it was going to count it. I didn't... Yeah, I mean, we even had 3 minutes to spare. I could have just done a quick 3-minute promo. But then we also would have got dinged for, like, this has low heat. So, like, whatever. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We made 700 grand, or 634. That was a aggressive roundup on my end. We still gained a lot of pop. Shikoku, let's go. Is this like a cinematic headshot? Are you acting on the side, Jerry? What's going on? Diane von Hoffman leaves Ladies Major League Wrestling. Okay. Moondog Fifi. I assume that's the same person. Moondog Fifi. What a gimmick. Any news of note? Not really. All right, let's get going here. We spent like 25 minutes doing blocks for a tournament that's happening in October. So we got some ground to make up. They don't make haircuts like this anymore. That's I can tell you that. Oh, Lasertron's fully fit. That's good. All right. Before we book Super Viernes, let's just look at this Clash card one more time. You know what? I think we're probably getting rid of a lot of these storylines. So we'll probably have to let's just go. Let's just go. No nights off. Let's take a little break from Arena Mexico. Let's oh, these are big boy arenas. I guess this is why we always run Arena Mexico, because Noreste, it's only big boys in a small one. Actually, this one that's 12,000, we would probably sell it. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go to Monterey. We had pretty good success just getting like one of everything last time. Let's try that again. Bit of a gamble. Nope. Angle idea. Nope. Okay, nothing so far. I don't think we've taken a gimmick idea in a long time. Bit of a gamble. We've 0 for 4? 0 for 5. That is woof. Character idea. We got a likely for Connect. All right. That's okay. Not a great meeting. And Jim Ross and Masawa. Oh, they got on well. Okay. At least there's that. Violencia has showed up. I don't know you. No one else knows you. You should go away. Mr. Tempest has showed up, and he wants to work. Well, Mr. Tempest, I'm gonna pass. Thanks for coming. Maybe next time. We got some training. We got Lance Storm getting yelled at by Jerry Estrada. Oh, he between Don and Lance, but they're boys! Rayo de Jalisco Jr. yelled at Lance. Doug Furness is a character idea. Alright, great. Address the locker room. Why am I here? I should not be doing this. Okay, let's see here. Let's just go to storylines. Connect and Coco is done. That was kind of a dud. We're just gonna... And it doesn't have a lot of heat, so we're just gonna end it. Perro vs. Dandy. Here's the thing. The match was really good. And we probably should run it back. But Perro's gonna have to lose again, and he'll be fucking furious. So I think we're gonna, like, keep it going until we have something else going on, but I don't know if we're actually doing the match. Piper and Candido, that's done. Piper's kind of done as a whole, I think. Savage Lasertron, that's continuing. We're gonna do a mask versus hair match. Skydad Negro Costas, I don't see it. Yeah, that should... He declined a handshake. We should keep that going. Tag titles. This should probably keep going, just because I don't think we have anyone else lined up, really. Trios. I mean, the Villanos weren't great. We could try to heat up another heel trio. And welterweight title, I mean, Plata's hurt, so then he's like hurt, so we could end that one too. Okay, we'll have to come up with some new ones, but let's just we'll do it while we're booking. Alright, first thing we need to do. Lasertron. Lasertron promo. He talks with this gimmick, right? 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 Oh, where do I see that? Yeah, it says he speaks. Alright. We're going to have him cut a promo. Basically, you know, Randy Savage, you tried to take off my mask. How dare you? How dare you disrespect me like that? I'll fucking kill you. Lasertron is pissed about Savage trying to unmask him. Great. Let's see. Steve Austin is here. Connect. All right. Who's Connect? Who's Connect feud? Connect, you're a heel. All of our top people on the show are heels. That's kind of a problem. Our top babyface is Jim Ross. Oh boy. And then Perro. It's Perro. Oh, Perro could lose up into a heavyweight feud. That's not the worst idea. Connect versus Wagner. Yeah. Yeah, it probably should be. How heavy are you, Perro? 212. Wagner, you are 209. So probably also not technically a heavyweight, but whatever, it's fine. Connect's probably like the same. Oh, he's 253. That is actually a heavyweight. What are you annoyed about, Connect? Oh, you also want to... Okay. Why do you guys all want to be Chief Enforcers so bad? It sucks. It's not fun. Alright, let's do... Because Wagner hasn't really interacted with people. He just kind of showed up and wrestled Steve Austin. So let's do... And he's a face. Alright, let's have him with the tag team guys. Let's do... Dr. Wagner Jr. Let's do Blue Demon. And let's do Atlantis against Elkanek. Blue Panther. You know what? I keep putting Black Warrior main events, and he should not be. He should not be main events. But it's not like there's anyone else here who I'm like, oh yeah, that's the guy. You know what I mean? Let's do. I mean, that's who makes sense. That's who makes sense. This doesn't. I guess this doesn't have to be the main event. I just don't know what else we would book. Oh, sorry, Blue Panther. Thank you. Give this 12 minutes. That might be too long. Let's start a storyline. Add storyline. Super Viernes. Heavyweight title. Elkanek. Dr. Wagner Jr. God, there's so many. All right, there he is. Oh, he's already. I gotta take him out of this one. Thank you, game. Okay. Furnace and or Crawford is rusty. Crawford's rusty. So we should book them in dark matches, really. Wagner should beat Connect, right? I mean, that's right. Well, Connect's already annoyed, so maybe that's not a great idea, but oops. Oh yeah, Furious. Okay. No. Okay, all right. Okay, listen. That's why Black Warrior's here. Everybody calm down. Oh, I said him to be the victor. Fuck. That's why Black Warrior's here. It's fine. Great. Perfect. Let's look for a heel trio that's not the Villanos. Do we have one? Let's see. We got Brazo. Giant Warrior. Are we ever gonna do? We could probably just let Giant Warrior leave. Jerry Estrada. Jerry Estrada. Who are your boys, Jerry Estrada? Oh, why don't any of you guys have relationships? Oh, sibling, Ray Bucanero. Okay. Yeah, Pirates. Yeah, that makes sense. Giant Warrior and Furnace and Crawford. So that's a dark match because, again, one of them is rusty. But yeah, let's throw him in. Let's throw him in the pre-show. See what happens. Giant Warrior. Doug Furnace. Dan Crawford. Taking on the team. Falino. El Sagrado. And Super Crazy. Roddy Piper should job. Yeah, Roddy Piper should probably job. That's a good point. Let's give Rusty Dan a win here on the pre-show. See if we can unrustify him. Roddy's probably going to quit at some point, but that's fine. he's still recognizable. All right, let's see. Who is someone unimportant that I would like to maybe get some heat. Jerry Estrada, maybe? Oh, Jerry Estrada's like close. He's got 46 pop in the US. Yeah, let's give it to him. Jerry. Let's go like 8 minutes. Jerry can win. You know what? I also wouldn't mind because Candido just had like we elevated Candido. Maybe he could go get a trio together. Or at the very least a tag team. Oh, Chris Candido and Hayabusa. Oh. What's the weight limit on that welterweight title? 140 and 220. Beautiful. Storylines. Add storylines. Super Viernes. Welterweight title. Because Chris shouldn't just win the Piper feud and then disappear. That would be wacky. What kind of matches do we need? I need a tech masterclass and I need a high spots or steal the show. Okay. Chris is better at tech, although you can put him in a steal the show. All right, here's what we'll do. Plata is the one that's hurt, right? Or is it Oro? I forget. Why doesn't it just fucking... Am I missing where it would say he's hurt? Hold, please. Plata, okay. Yeah, he's like hurt. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oro is gonna, because he still hates that Hayabusa for taking his tag partner's welterweight title, so he's gonna team with his new friend Chris Candido to take on Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinsaki. I know Jinsei always does bad when we book him in these matches, but listen, I'm not gonna stop. Chris is going to pin him. And by him, I mean Jinsei. Okay. Still need a tech masterclass. And Skida is he's still not recognizable, is he? No. But he's getting there, I think. Is there a recognizable person he could beat? Coco is probably another person we could just add to job duty, except that Coco is a babyface, so that doesn't really help us here. So I would be looking for, like, recognizable heels. The Genius? He could beat the Genius? Oh, I thought the Genius might have tech skill, but he doesn't. That's a shame. All three Vianos aren't important. Okay. I mean, it's El Genio. That's literally it. It's literally just El Genio. I guess they'll have a tech masterclass. It won't be good. And then Negro Cassis is going to fight him after a good attack him, I suppose. Casas attacks Skyda after match. Okay, that's somehow only an hour. We still have half an hour to book. Okay, Randy is not on the show. He's only being talked about, so that's something we could fix. Oh, fucking El Dandy. Fucking El Dandy isn't on the show. Let's book El Dandy. I kind of just want to throw him in there in like a random singles match. It would help if the other person was recognizable, but they don't have to be. Too Cold. Too Cold's recognizable. So is Love Machine. Coco. I don't want him to have a 16-minute match with Coco. Alright, our main event of the evening is going to be El Dandy and Too Cold Scorpio, baby. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to put the CMLL light heavyweight title on the line. This is some real, like, Tony Khan booking. Like, hey, just won that down, nice defended it. Don't worry about it. El Dandy is going to win. We are going to do a good old at ringside Pero Aguayo. And then we are going to do just a big brawl after. Let's get them like 5 minutes. Yes, this is total just like, I don't know, let's just have let's have our top guy win a match and then have our two top guys brawl. That seems like a good way. Yeah. I got nothing else. People will like that. Let's just book that. Let's stop overthinking this and give the people what they want. We haven't heard from Savage. Savage isn't on the show at all, so let's get him out there. And he will cut a response promo to Lasertron where he's basically just like, "Ooh, yeah, I went for your mask and I'd do it again. You said it was the ultimate disrespect and you were right. I don't respect you, Lasertron." Like that kind of stuff. Henny over Skyda, Casas attacks after match, or Piper and Jerry Estrada should be here. That's the show. I don't think we'll be repeating the 100 we got at Clash for a Super Viernes show. I would be happy with like an 85. Oh, there's too much Skyda on the show. Okay, hold on. We can fix that. Does this make it better? All right, great. It did not tell us that Dan Crawford is rusty, so I think he's fine. That was some light rust. We booked him like twice, and he was fine. I think he's okay. Right, chat? It's not just skipping it because it's a dark match. It would still tell us, right? Felino. We should do. Felino's good. When I said he was the better cat-themed wrestler, I think I was correct. Although, hey, Maybe we bring Battle Cat over. That's a tag team, baby. Battle Cat and Felino. Cat tag team. Everyone loves cats. I will take a 76 on this. That is some math ain't math and stuff. We over delivered here. Thank you, Eugenio. And Negro Casas came out, fought him, but only fought him for a little bit because otherwise people would be sick of Skyda. A 59. Roddy Piper is off his game. He got a 40. Okay, so Roddy Piper is like gonna quit tomorrow, I think. But that's fine. If he got Jerry Estrada to recognizable, then that's fine. We got a 72 on this, and that was with Jinsei getting a 35. So that's pretty good. Candido's good. Oro's good. Hayabusa's very good. Candido and Hayabusa could be like low-key awesome. Or high-key, I don't know. It'll be good. 82 Lasertron promo. Okay. All right. I'm liking this. $79 for this. I'm glad it wasn't the main event. This is kind of it happens a lot of time on Super Viernes. I book a 6-man tag main event and it gets like a 79 or an 80 and I go, fuck. Damn. '93 Savage promo, sure. Our commentators couldn't keep up. Main event. Only slightly better. That's surprising. What happened here? El Dandy was penalized for declining physical. I'm not seeing anything here that, like, I guess Too Cold just didn't cut it, but, like, we put Pero out there to get the, for the cheap heat, and that should have worked. This is a very hot angle. I don't know what happened there. Hey, we got him back with the brawl, baby. I said I'd be happy with an 85. I'm happy with an 84. That's fine. We take. Oh, that was with the wide selection of angles. Okay, so this wasn't a great show, but that's fine. Made a lot of money. That's good. Hey, we game pop in Puerto Rico. They liked it. I love the idea of Piper being like Tom Hanks, a league of their own, just to know he's in Mexico. I think he'd be having a great time in Mexico, to be honest. $4.2 million people watch Super Viernes, the A show. You're hearing it more and more. Oh, new champion for NWA Florida, Bart Batten. Congrats, big dog. Alright. Is this the go-home show for the Tokyo Dome? I should check that. It should be, right? Muscular Ricky Steamboat. Now up to 296 pounds. Oh my god. It said that he is hoping that is more impressive new. Holy shit. What do you think the most Ricky Steamboat ever weighed in his career was? Like 205, maybe? 296. God damn. Richard Slinger has left UWFI. I didn't know he was there. Ricky Steamboat, 296 of muscle. Definitely drew 80 fans in Quebec. Alright. What was that? Oh, yes, I was checking if this was the go home. Yeah, Worlds Collide 7 days. Yeah, yep, this is the go-home Nitro. So we should probably go to Japan, right? It would make sense. We'd get, like, I think that makes a lot of sense for the Japan shows to do, like, go home Nitro, pay-per-view, Nitro the next night, all in Japan. Even though, again, it's TEW and none of that matters. I like it for the world-building aspect. Also, like, our shows in Japan do really well. There's no reason not to. So, some would argue we should do every Nitro in Japan, but I think we have enough American wrestlers that, you know, it makes sense to still run in the U.S. Also, everyone's over in the U.S. now. Alright, no nights off. You're all flying to Japan. Alright, so let's see. We will be in Kanto for the Tokyo Dome. So we should probably go to Kansai or Chubu. Though it doesn't look like there's anything in Chubu for us to run. No, there's no appropriately sized arena in Chubu. Well, that's a shame. So Hokkaido's too small. Let's just go Kansai. And we will do Osaka Joe Hall. Let's go. Alright. Can we get some finishes? I should probably just farm finishes at this point. A near certainty for Rick Rude? Okay. Bit of a gamble, no. Bit of a gamble, no. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Alright, they're fucking with me. Bad meeting. Boo. Masato Yakushiji. Yakushiji is here. I don't know you, and your name's too hard to say. Aerial and Flash maybe, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Tim Patterson is here and he's dating Dynamite Kansai. Okay, sure. You gotta make Dynamite Kansai happy. You gotta do it. Sure, man. Mitsuteru Tokuda. Probably Tokuda. I don't know you either, man. I don't know you and no one else knows you. So that's a no. Lance Storm. Brighten the backstage simply by being so cheerful to be around. I don't believe you. Training. Fantasia and Terry Gordy butted heads. Brian Pillman and Fantasia. Fantasia! Apache yelled at Lance Storm. Get the fuck out. Go. I don't even book you, and you're just yelling at it. Go away. Leave. We're leaving you in Japan. You're stuck in Osaka. Find your own way back. All right. This is what we did last week. Did Pillman and Sabu against... I think that's the second time we did Pillman and Sabu against Sting and Big Van. We can't run that again. We can't do it again. Do we give Inoki a match on TV? I've seen a Yakushiji match. It was in ECW. Also in the match, Taka Grant. Okay. Chat, do we give Inoki a match? Do we do, like, Inoki Kobashi against Austin and Rude or something like that? I don't hate that. Or go champions match. Do Inoki and Sting against Austin and Sabu. That's pretty good. I think Inoki and Sting teaming together is fun. Oh, and Vader can get all jealous when Sting and Inoki win. I like it. I like it. Oh, shit, and Inoki only works events. Fuck. Oh, there go all my plans. Let me make sure he's gonna work the show, because that would be a disaster. No, he's part-time. He has cool momentum, really. Okay, whatever. Alright, so much for that. That would have been fun. I suppose then we simply do Steve Austin and Inoki. They can cut a promo. That's about all they can do. I imagine this is Inoki coming out, speaking in Japanese, getting the crowd all fired up, and then Austin coming out and shitting on him. Maybe whatting him, maybe inventing the what in 1995, who can say? Okay. Okay, Owen just turned heel last week, right? So, in theory, he would be cutting his Why Owen Why promo. The problem is we're in Osaka. So that's, we maybe fucked that up. We maybe no good. Yeah, this time Owen is the heel. Yeah. Yeah, we did the big turn. Okay. Well, if we can't have him cut a big promo, he'll just have to have a match against... I'd like to keep them apart until the pay-per-view, though. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We do some kind of tag match where Owen is teaming with Japanese guys, and then the Japanese guys can cut the promo. And then we could still do like a 6-man tag. So we do like... Owen teaming with the Holy Demon Army, but I don't know if I want those guys cutting the promo. Yeah, that's the match. Let's do a backstage character development angle where Kawada and TEW talk at Owen Hart about how they like his new attitude, how he's finally dumped that loser Steve Regal, and tonight we're going to team together to take out him and Stan Hansen and Mitsuharu Misawa. You know what? That probably could be the main event because we're in Japan. I was like, oh, that's not a main event. And then I remember, no, we're in Osaka. The crowd loves Kawada and TEW. It'll be fine. Congratulates Owen for finally dumping that loser Regal. So we'll do 16 on this trios match. Owen, TEW, Kawada against Steve, Stan, and Misawa. I would like Owen Hart to establish his new heel character by getting a tainted win over Steve Regal. That's the plan. Steve Regal is extremely unhappy. Are you that much more popular than Owen Hart? You have 80 pop. In Japan, you have like 70 pop. Owen Hart. Oh, fucking book it. We're going to try the Nick method of just giving him money beforehand. Hey, apropos of nothing, Steve, here's 25K. Still only happy. Here's 50K. Okay, I guess, alright. I'm still not changing it. Kobashi should cut a promo on Rude. Because I don't know if it's like official that they're having a rematch yet. I don't know if that's been like announced. So let's do that here. Kobashi promo rematch with Rude is official for pay-per-view. I don't think Aja Kong. I haven't booked her in a match yet, and we should really see what... Well, we're in Japan, so we're not going to get, like, an accurate thing of what she's going to get when we book her normally. Although, we have to put her... Even though we're in Japan, she's not recognizable because it's still based on the U.S. audience. So I have to book her against someone recognizable in America. Hopefully we have someone she could beat. We got any recognizable women that she could just simply beat? We do not. Alright, tag match it is. So we gotta get Cynthia. You know what, let's do a 6-woman tag. Well, no, let's keep it to a tag. Nah, fuck it, I changed my mind again. 6-woman tag. Because we're in Japan, the women are gonna be more over. Let's let them cook. So, face team. Who's actually got, like, pop in Japan? Who's, like, over? Cynthia. Cynthia's already over in Japan. Cynthia. Kudo. And then either Debbie or Chigusa. Let's put Chigusa. Cynthia. Chigusa. Megumi Kudo. Taking on Aja. Bull. And who is... next on pop? Candy Divine, why do you have 45 pop in Japan? What have you been up to? Oh, right. Toyota's a heel. Right. It's Toyota, of course. This is a crazy match. This match is wild. Y'all steal the show. Aja needs to win. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. Steven Regal's mad. I don't have a storytelling match. Too much Kawada, too much Taue. Thank you for telling me that, game. Let's drop this down to, like, 12. Is it still too much? Still too much Taue, huh? Alright, here's how we're gonna fix that. Akira Taue, you are no longer in this promo. Yeah, man, you're not in this promo anymore. This is now just Kawada talking to Owen Hart. Great. Perfect. You love to see it. Okay. Vader, Pillman... This is another thing where we really should be doing a promo with Vader. Actually, does Vader speak Japanese? Vader might speak Japanese. Passable. Get him out there. I can't imagine Sting does. No. Alright. 4 minutes. Backstage. Tease. Sting tries to tell Vader, like, hey man, it's cool. And then Vader basically just freaks out, like, it's not cool! Everything's cool for you, it's not cool for me! Sting, of course, will not be rated. Vader snaps at Sting backstage. That did say Sting spoke passable Spanish, yes. Which, for Steve Borden speaking Spanish, I assume sounds like, Hola, me llamo Sting. ¿Cómo estás usted? Pillman, Rude. Bam. Can we continue to, we cannot simply continue to book 10-man tags. I mean, we can, but we can't continue to. All right, you know what? We've done like nothing to build up that 10-man, and we still can't use those guys, even though we're in Japan. But let's get like the guys I have on the roster. Just let's do like Dustin and Jumbo against Ron and Terry. I've probably done that, but let's do it. I did this, I did this 2 weeks ago. We're doing it again. We're good. You know, actually, you know what? Let's do a singles match. Let's do Jumbo versus Ron Simmons. I don't think I've done that as a singles match, or at least not anytime recently. Did it in February of 1994. I think that's long enough ago that we can do it. I think that's fine. And 12 minutes. I'm gonna make it storytelling. Did I make the other match? Well, whatever. Jumbo's gonna win. We're in Japan. I'll do a distraction on Ron from Dustin Rhodes. How about that? No, I didn't destroy it. I told them to cook, and I definitely didn't do it on the main event, so we're good. I should be looking at who else could talk at this point. Ultimo could talk? He's not good at it, but he could talk. Which is kind of a shame. Also, I feel like I should put him and Jericho like in a match, because that would be good. Do you have pop in Japan? A little bit. You know what? We can Porque no los dos. Ultimo challenges Jericho to match right now. But Jericho's going to come out with Lance Storm, and it's going to be a tag match. Ultimo. If I remember correctly, Ultimo and Rey Mysterio have bad chemistry, which, damn, that sucks. But let's double check that. Yeah, they have bad chemistry. You know what? We're in Japan. There's probably a ton of people we can bring in. I clicked borrow, although maybe we can borrow somebody. Who's local? That can't be everybody. That's there. Oh, because we're in Osaka instead of Tokyo. There's less people. Yeah. Saki Mochizuki. You know what? Maybe there's someone we could borrow. We got some Japanese guys down in Dev, right? We got Kaz Hayashi, who doesn't even have any pop in Japan. Our most popular people in Japan are Joshi. I forgot we signed Paul White. Hello, Paul. Yeah, okay, we do have Japanese people, but none of them are over because we signed them when they were like young boys. That's a shame. Yep, there's okay, all right. Well then, you know what, Johnny Smith, you've probably got pop in Japan. Yeah, okay, there we go. Ultimo Dragon and Johnny Smith against Chris Jericho and Lance Storm. 10. Honestly, you guys should also cook. And Chris Jericho should pin Johnny Storm. That makes a lot of sense to me. Johnny Smith, sorry, not Johnny Storm. It was not. It's not the British Indies from 2005. And we still have like 7 minutes. Oh, none of the Dangerous Alliance have really been on the show at all. And that's because they can't cut promos, which is what they would normally do. Bam Bam Bigelow could maybe speak passable Japanese. I hadn't considered that. Fluent Japanese from okay. Bam Bam doesn't have a match on the Tokyo Dome, but his friends Brian Pillman and Sabu do. So he's gonna cut a promo for them. I didn't expect that. Bam Bam talking. Brian Pillman standing there. Sabu standing there. Sting off screen. Big Van Vader off screen. Bam Bam cuts promo on behalf of Dangerous Alliance. Then we have 1 minute. Rick Rude has not been on the show, but he's been talked about, so it's not like a total loss. Is there anyone here? Well, I'm like, damn, I should book them in Japan. Mike Awesome, maybe? Mike Awesome, do you got that Japan pop? Or has that not happened yet? Did I book you before you became the Gladiator? No, you've got Japan pop. All right, we should book Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome, you are going to squash Sean Waltman just to pop the Japanese fans. What's the yellow? Just Steve Regal, very mad. Okay, that's fine. All right, that is the main event. What are we opening with? Probably an Inoki promo. Yeah. Probably an Inoki promo. Ultimate drama strangers from Simmons. Kabashi promo. Okay, this is way too high on the card, but other than that, I think we're okay. I think this is a pretty good order. Don't really know about this show, especially because we're in Japan. I'd be happy with a 90. Oh, I forgot we had Hamada's company as as Dev for a while. I forgot about that. Yeah, 93. This is good. Oh, right. I just told Steve to go out there and talk. I didn't even think about it. And this still got a 93. Maybe I shouldn't worry so much about the language barrier. If someone's like mega over, maybe it's fine. Although this was probably hard carried by Inoki. Awesome squash, Sean Waltman. Japanese crowd didn't love it as much as I thought they might. They were just like, this is fine, which it was. It was fine. I guess I can't blame them for that. 83 for the Bam Bam promo. Didn't do good without a script. Okay. Lost heat for both things. All right. Well, that was... okay. 82. Oh, I think the Ultimo promo is either out of order or I skipped it. It's out of order. All right. Well, we can't. All right. That's now a post-match promo where he makes fun of Chris Jericho. 75. Okay, that's fine. Actually, 75 for 3 minutes the most. That's fine. Jebo and Ron Simmons also got a 75. That is also fine. 75 for the Vader and Sting thing, which again, that's the max. That's fine. Didn't even get yelled at for Vader only being passable, so that's okay. 78 for Kawada. This is really just a Kawada promo, so that's actually pretty good. I'll take that. 78. Oh, I was hoping the women would be in the 80s. Nami Toyota got an 84. Aja only got a 71. And this is in Japan where she's more over. So you all know what that means. Cynthia Moreno is going to retain. Cynthia, our GOAT Moreno. Oh, 100 Kobashi promo. Okay, all right. We needed that. We needed that. Okay, 90 main event. This was the right main event. This was good. I mean, 4 very popular Japanese wrestlers. Well, 3 Japanese wrestlers and one gaijin that's very popular in Japan. But yeah, I mean, this is basically an All Japan main event, just with Regal and Owen Hart added, and I think they would fit in fine. I don't think they're dragging this match down or anything. 93, okay. Best match of the best show of the night. Almost made $1 million. All right. We gained a point in Ontario, of all places. Oh, and also Mexico. All right. All right. Johnny Smith doesn't connect with the fans. He is a waste of time, says Big Van Vader. That was a mean thing to email me. Chris Jericho is a star in the making, says Sabu. All right, thank you, Sabu. 3.8 million for Nitro. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Do we want? Yeah, let's do another Saturday, and then we'll call it. We'll go a little long. That's fine. And then next stream it'll just be Super Viernes, then into the pay-per-view. And then I guess we'll have to do some notepad time. Oh, we're gonna have to figure out like what the hell we're doing at Fall Brawl. Yeah, that'll be a big notepad time. Oh wow, Hulk Hogan has won the WWF Heavyweight Championship. Who could have seen that coming? On Superstars. They just wow. Maybe they were getting heat on Pat Patterson. I mean, I don't know why Ted was there. That was very strange that Ted DiBiase was their champion. So I mean, making fun of them for putting the title on Hogan again, but it is the right call. Atlantis moved to Atlanta. Negro Casas moved to Atlanta. And we got, hey, 168 people at that Ontario house show. Alright, no nights off. Where haven't we been in a while? Seeing July 3rd for Midwest. Yeah, let's go to the Midwest. Last time we went to Minnesota, so let's go to not Minnesota this time. Oh, Chat isn't Missouri's MO, right? And then Mississippi's MS. This is wrong, right? I'm not crazy, right? Right? Anyway, we'll go to Kemper Arena in Kansas City. I was very confused about why Mississippi was in the Midwest. I guess I should still be farming finishes for the pay-per-view. Hey, a near certainty. Now we're talking. Another one. Let's go. Keep it rolling. Safe bet for Kurt Hennig. We'll take it. And a bit of a gamble. Okay. You know, you can't hit them all. Great meeting. Great meeting. Navajo Warrior. I'm being more selective about this. If you don't know someone, or if you know, if you don't know someone, or if I don't think you're like a cool dude, you're not coming in. Ric Flair has been influencing Jimmy the Jet. That's fine. Tenryu passed on tips to Jun Akiyama. Great. Dan Severn and Jimmy Valiant had a blazing argument. Jimmy, stop. Steamboat training. Gordon Soley brought pizza. Thank you, Gordon. Battle Cat yelled at Lance Storm. They're not booking me, Lance. All right. Let's not do anything. All right. Eddie Guerrero promo. Calling out Ric Flair. Ric Flair, you cheated to beat me. You're supposed to be one of the best of all time, but you're only one of the best of all time because you take every shortcut. Yada yada. Babyface promo, and then Ric's gonna come out and basically be like, "This is beneath me. I wouldn't have to cheat to beat you. Fake news. Didn't happen." All right, let's see. Let's scroll back to Havoc. Has Rick? Do we have enough on the Rick turn now? Can Rick turn this week? Oh, it's still only 3. I think 3 is enough, honestly. But we're gonna listen. It's not until Halloween Havoc. We got time. All right. Sid's gonna squash someone. He's a heel, so he gets to squash Joey Maggs. And then we're going to send Dr. Death out there to fight him, because Dr. Death's not going to take that sitting down. So, Steve Williams fighting. Sid fighting. Big Sid. Dr. Death brawl. Sid and Dr. Death, wasn't that the main event of that one Herb Abrams UWF show at like the MGM Grand that drew like 500 people? That was the main event, right? That was yeah, it's good that we're booking that. We had a lot of stuff last week with Paul Shamrock, Severed and Takada. It's probably, you know, it is the fucking television title. Maybe he should defend the television title on television. Here's what we'll do. Titles. Television title. 10 minutes. Jean-Paul Levesque versus Ken Shamrock. The rematch. It's gonna go to a draw. It's gonna be a double DQ. When we get double interference from Dan Severn. I mean, and then Takada. Doesn't really make sense that Takada would attack Jean Paul. Let's say Dan runs in and then Takada runs in to stop them, and it just kind of turns into a big four-way fight. And this is definitely the storytelling match. We're definitely telling stories. Oh, Ken's not even mad about going to a draw. I thought he might be. Alright, let's figure out a main event. You know, Henning's not really doing anything right now, so he could team with his old friend, Arn Anderson, to take on Tenryu and Rick Martel, a match we've probably done at least once. No, never as a straight-up tag. That's surprising. 16... Let's see. On one hand, I'm heating Kurt up for a world title match. On the other hand, we have Tenryu and Arn. Let's just have Kurt pin Rick Martel. I think that's fine. And then we could have like Arn and Tenryu brawling on the floor, not paying attention as Kurt pins Martel. I think that's fine. All right, let's like weave two stories together here. Backstage, we have Vampiro talking to Cactus Jack. He's like, Cactus Jack, did you know, what do you think about my offer? How do you feel about joining the Coven? And Cactus is going to be like, well, it's, you know, I've always been a loner and on my own, but maybe being part of a group is what would be best for me. And then Scott Steiner is going to, like, kick the door in the locker room or whatever. And he's just be like, Vampiro, what the fuck did you do to my brother? And he's going to, like, grab him and slam him against the wall or whatever. And Vampiro's going to be like, hey, we didn't do anything to him. What happened and stuff like that. I think Cactus is going to try to, like, pull him off. And Scott's going to be like, hey, I don't know what these guys are up to. And me and you don't see eye to eye, Cactus Jack. But you should not join up with these freaks. And then, this ain't over, Vampiro. And he's going to, like, storm off. Steiner. stays in while Vampiro is trying to recruit Cactus. Okay. Last week we did Onita versus Mortis. This week, Terry Funk, Kevin Sullivan. Why not? That's another 8-minute wild brawl if I've ever seen it. Terry is winning. I believe they're actually both in the storyline, so I don't think I have to cheekily advance it this time. I think this is fine. Riley, what's up, man? Chat, do we have any ideas for starting this Tatanka and Avalanche feud other than the typical guy attacks guy or guy wins tag match and now other guy is mad? Do we have any like fun ideas for Tatanka and Avalanche? Sherry tries to add Tatanka as a client. Okay. That upsets Avalanche. Well, the thing with Sherry is she's still a heel. Like, the idea, I think, was that at some point she was going to, like, double-cross Kurt, but I don't even know if we're going to do that now. Yeah, I could see that. I could see him turning down Sherry, and that Avalanche is mad because he's like, you know, he's in love with Sherry, and how could they turn her down like that? Like, I can't be with her, but you could be, and you turned her down. Let's see. So for now, Tatanka is just going to win. Tatanka is just going to... I mean, let's start it with, like, the lows. You're beating fucking Richard Morton. Sorry, Richard. 6 minutes. Even though this is just a 6-minute match, I am going to give them the storytelling. Because we're going to put Sherry at ringside. Scouting. And we're going to have this advance the storyline. With Tatanka and Avalanche. Steamboat not doing anything. Avalanche not doing anything. Steve's in Japan, brother. Battle Cat. You know what? Is there anyone that Battle Cat could just kind of lose to? Is there anyone that needs a little jump ski over here on the heels? Oh, Dean Malenko. So Dean hasn't even debuted yet. I'm kind of waiting to have the right moment in the Catch Club thing to debut him, but maybe it wouldn't hurt for him to debut ahead of time and then join Catch Club. That's not the worst idea. And boy, he sure could beat Battle Cat. So the thing with Battle Cat is, like, I think he's got 35 star quality, right? That's really bad. And Dean Malenko's probably isn't any better, to be honest. No, it's 59. Even his is quite a bit better. So, like, we have Battle Cat at, like, 75. He's never going to get more popular than this. It's actually a miracle that he's this popular. Because he has no charisma. He can't talk. He has no star quality. He's just kind of like a good hand. So, he's going to lose to Dean Malenko. Do you have tech, Battle Cat? You have some tech. 10-minute technical masterclass. Dean Malenko's beating the Battle Cat. Get into it. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's give someone a promo. I mean, it would be Avalanche or Ricky. Ricky doesn't really have anything to say. But let's send him out there anyway. Is there someone I could give Steamboat like a program with? He's really not doing anything. Like a Dave Finlay even. Bro, Richard Slinger. I should give him a thing with Richard Slinger. Because he's not doing anything either. Alright. Well, Payne, you can talk a little bit? Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, you can talk a little bit. I think you're the better one than Slinger. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a backstage promo. Where Tony Schiavone is interviewing Bull Payne and Richard Slinger, who I don't think we've seen since they lost to Onita and Terry Funk. And, you know, they're going to be talking about how things didn't go their way in that match. Blah, 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 you know. But you haven't heard the last of Bull Payne and Richard Slinger. And then Ricky Steamboat's going to walk up. This is a very go-to Ricky Steamboat storyline for me. Ricky Steamboat in his jacked new body. Ricky Steamboat, after eating a lot of chicken breasts and broccoli, is basically going to walk up to them and be like, hey, you guys got a lot of talent. I like what I've seen. I don't know about the direction you've been going, but I think if you guys let me mentor you, I can take you guys to the top. And they're kind of, but you know, they're heels and he's a babyface, so they're gonna kind of like brush him off. I can't wait for the thumbnail of this video. For I'm just gonna put like Ricky Steamboat's head on like the most muscular fucking PNG I can find. Okay, what are we opening? Oh, Eddie and Rick. Sure. And then Battle Cat and Dean Malenko, because it's Tech Masterclass. I have so much wrestling on the show this week. How bizarre. Alright, we have like 3 matches in a row here, which is insane. So we should book at least one more promo. And we got 6 minutes, so we should let someone cook. Alright, there's no one else that I need to, like... So let's just have someone... Alright, let's put this actually, like, down here. And let's have Kurt and Arn cut a hype promo for the main event. It's been a while since I've just been like, you guys talk about your match right before your match on like a TV. I usually don't have enough time for that anymore. I think while this main event is good, Arn and Tenryu doesn't have a lot of heat yet, so we'll probably get a penalty. So I'm going to guess like an 88. I think we'll be under a 90. Ooh, only an 86 for Eddie and Ric Flair. Interesting. Thought that would be better. Although this also like just started and has no heat, so maybe we'll get there. $75 for Battle Cat and Dean Malenko. Dean got a 63, just showing up, and I don't think with any pop in America, so that's pretty good. $50. Oh, I didn't add Steamboat to it. Oh, this was just a bull-painted Richard Slinger promo. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I've done this. $70 for Tatanka squashing Richard Morton. $99 for this? Chat. We got a 99 talking segment with Scott Steiner, Vampiro, and Cactus Jack in it? What is happening? A 76 for Terry and Kevin? I'll take that. Oh, I can't wait for Mankind to take Kevin's spot in the tag team and then for Kevin Sullivan to disappear. Or just become a non-wrestler, I guess. Become the Taskmaster. I mean, he is the Taskmaster, but you get what I'm saying. He'll become the Shaman or whatever. 70 for Sid. A 70 match and a 70 rating for Sid. A 70 for Sid is actually pretty good. I was afraid Sid was going to give me like a 56 or something because he was so bad in the ring. I know nowadays there's like some people will be like, no, Sid was good actually. No. No, Sid was not good actually, man. 82 for the brawl? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. $76 for this. A 70 rating for Jean Paul? Eh? It's funny that we got this TV title on JPL, but like no one will lose to him, so he just has like the shittiest title defenses. They're all like DQs and non-finishes and stuff. It's very funny. $96. I should book stuff like this more often. There was a reason I used to book this like every week. It works. It's always good. Oh. Oh, we did not. You know what? That promo I booked, that was a 96. It would probably save this main event. Because we probably would have got penalized for low heat. But because Arn and Kurt cut a great promo right before the match, there was heat for it. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. $96. Great show. Best show of the stream. Hell yeah. We booked a 96 overall show with Battle Cat and John Paul Levesque on it. You did it, chat. You won. Alright, 632 grand. Gained a point in New England, gained a point in Puerto Rico, gained a point in Tohoku, Chugoku, Shihoku, and Hokkaido. Very successful episode of Saturday Night. Long load. Vienna 5 left UWA. Bull Payne doesn't connect with the fans. You should probably write him off, says Alright, well thanks, Harn. Alright, that is going to do it for me tonight. Like I said, Thursday, as y'all know, is Thanksgiving, so there won't be a stream then. Hopefully, Friday or Saturday, I'll post it on Nick's... You know what? I'll do a community note on YouTube. That's the place people are most likely to see it. I'll do a community note on YouTube. I guess I'll post it on like my Blue Sky, but I don't think anyone's looking at that. So yeah, I'll do a community note if we're doing a show on Friday or Saturday. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, hello, hi. You like the video and leave a comment and all stuff, and you gotta subscribe because you gotta get that community note. But yeah, that is gonna do it. Hopefully I'll see y'all later this week. If not, next Tuesday, WCW. It is, we're going to the Tokyo Dome, baby. We got a Super Viernes, and then we're going to the Tokyo Dome. And then I think, yeah, it's going to be no pad time. Oh, not just do I have to put a card together for Fall Brawl, we have to figure out, like, what we're even doing for it. So that might be a mess. So yeah, tune in for that. That'll be a big one. But yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.